Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think Elon Musk is a positive influence on the planet overall. I do not think he's a genius. I think actually he is a guy who really has some good instincts, and I'm in full support for his free speech, regardless how that is. Well, that's obviously two limitations that I will always say, yes, I agree with that, but let the law take care of that. Don't censor me, which is creating panic, one, and the other one inciting to violence or to hurting someone, incitement. That would be almost the only ones. The rest is just, you don't like it, don't listen to it. The same with the product. This is my product. You don't like it, don't use it. Don't try to, tie me down and put me in a basement until I die because you don't like what I'm saying. Well, because that could happen to you too, and you would not like it. So, we have here Elon Musk, who obviously has to, and he knows, bob and weave. He has the billions and so on, but he can be arrested in no time with warrant signed by what judge you want, whose signature you want on the warrant, you would have it. That's how much power those guys have. And even if they don't have a warrant, they will get you anyway, and nobody will find out where you're at. Or they will say you're at Guantanamo because they have evidence that cannot share it with us because we can't face the truth. We can handle it. And he is an asset of something, I don't know, who knows, whatever they can invent. Got that? That's the level. Now we have here a Business Insider, and he is just saying some stupid stuff. As I said, I don't think he's a genius. Why? Because he's an investor, and I like that he invests in intelligent things that he's interested in. But that's about it. He's good at investing and many other things. But in this case, let me show you what he said. According to Business Insider, Elon Musk describes himself as, and I'm quoting, aspirationally Jewish, end quote, as he pushes back on reports that X is spreading anti-Semitism. Now, do you think that he does not know what the Talmud says about being Jewish? Or the good book that don't lie? I'm talking about the Old Testament. Do you think he's so ignorant that he doesn't know? Well, if he says something like this, then he's an ignorant. Unless he's a weasel, which makes him a, you would say, smart guy because he's... which one is it? Let's see what kind of, ridiculous stuff he's claiming here. Elon Musk said that he can't be anti-Semitic as he's aspirationally Jewish and has been to Israel. Is that a 7-year-old boy argument? I aspire to be a good person, and by the way, I've been to school for about 8 years. I must be, a good person. What the hell? Or educated. His comments came after he threatened to sue the ADL, but he knows better. This is pedaling back, saying it had accused him of anti-Semitism. Musk has faced criticism over the level of anti-Semitic content on X since blah blah blah. Elon Musk described himself as aspirationally Jewish in a recent interview where he discussed the blah blah blah. In an hour and a half, tra-la-la, he's gonna say this. It was hosted by conservative commentator Ben Shapiro. Yeah. Musk said that his entire life story is in fact pro-Semitic and pointed to his attendance of a Hebrew preschool and his multiple trips to Israel as reasons why he could not be anti-Semitic. Man, if you need to bring these nonsense arguments to defend yourself against that tells you how certain he is on his position. And I'm quoting this guy. I actually went to Hebrew preschool. I don't know if I'm genetically Jewish, maybe somewhere, but I'd say I'm aspirationally Jewish. Well, even if you are Jewish, my boy, If you say the wrong things, you're going to be called an self-hating pop, and I'm going to give you two names. One is, and there's more than that, but two that probably you know. One is Dr. Norman Finkelstein, and the other one is Noam Chomsky, or Chomsky. Both of these guys are considered self-hating tabarab. So his argument, and they both went to Israel. So is this guy dumb? Or he uses this, he actually insults the intelligence of the accusers? Or he tries to, what? Lick the booth? What is he doing? And he says here, my father took me to Israel when I was 13. I went to the Western Wall, went to Masada. Masada, I think, is where the guys were committed in the year 880 or something. They were surrounded by the Romans, and they all committed suicide over there on top of the mountain instead of surrendering. And that's held as a heroic thing because the Romans would have the shit out of them. But somehow, if you look at other bad people who did the same thing in the Second World War, look at Goebbels, those are monsters. But they did the same thing. They said, we're not going to allow ourselves to be caught by the Soviets. And what they did was awful. But the same thing the guys from Masada did. I'm not putting them together, so don't get so idiotic. I'm just saying that they committed the same suicide and killed their children. They killed everybody. They poisoned themselves. I think that's how they did. And they died, so the Romans will not destroy them. The same the Goebbels. Anyway, in the bunker. So my father took me to Israel. Okay, that clears everything. You're good, man. I went to Western Wall, went to Masada. I've been to Masada twice. Oh, my friends, imagine that's your child, okay? I went to Masada twice. I don't know if there's many people who can say that. You like history. Fantastic. What can I say? That's all what that means. And he has to defend himself. He later added that he has twice as many Jewish friends as non-Jewish friends. My God, stop! And that as the result, in some respects, I think I'm Jewish, basically. This guy is an idiot, man. I mean, how would you interpret his stupid statements, man? Can you interpret it otherwise? I mean, is that your best defense? Really? It's idiotic. He doesn't know anything about these guys, or at least he just insults the intelligence of the audience. He doesn't know about the mom. He doesn't know about being born. Just read the Talmud a little bit. The Talmud is the interpretation of the Torah by some enlightened rabbis. And they tell you about that. They tell you where certain things happen over there and whatever. Do it if you want, but I doubt that you will find the translation, but you still find translated excerpts online that you might not like. Anyway, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you like, I don't know. I can speak for you. I read the interesting ones. So yeah, he's Jewish because he visited Israel. He went to Masada twice. He's got friends, more Jewish friends than non-Jewish friends. And he went to that school. And he's Jewish. I mean, put that let's say you're German and you went French. You're French. Substitute the Jewish with French. Or are you French all of a sudden if you have everything that this guy said? I mean, it's and this is Elon Musk. Don't tell me. Okay, he said one time that really not bothered me, gave me the understanding of not bother me. He has the right to say whatever he wants, but I have the right to judge according to my intelligence and knowledge, and that's his preference. And I understood it when he made a point. He said that he admired Thomas Edison more than Nikola Tesla. So I was like, wow, really? You know that Edison fucked Tesla, right? Not, but you know he did it, right? You know he tried to he killed that elephant to show that Tesla's electricity is evil and his was better and so on. You know that, right? You know that the Westinghouse and not only owed Tesla money because they said, if you fix this thing, if you do this, we're gonna give you this, and they didn't. So you admire what? A crook who didn't keep his word? And then besides, they say, well, Edison has so many patents. He had patents made by Tesla as well, because yes, he invented and then he hired people like Tesla, exactly. No, not Tesla, like Musk, exactly. He hired people, and then when they invented something, he patented them under his name. So that's why I'm not trying to drag him down, but let's keep a balance like we keep with Mandela, with Martin Luther King, with all these fantastic guys, with what's his name, Mahatma Gandhi and others that do no wrong. Wait a second, that's a part of the story that is not told for the reasons that we have to keep them as over there. They're not over there. They did fantastic things, but they also did things that I don't think a certain person would not be, or you and I would be, how should I put it, proud of those deeds. So the same thing with Edison. But nevertheless, he said admires it. But then he I think clarified, he said Edison's entrepreneurial spirit. Not the as an inventor. That's why he said I admire him, because someone asked him, I don't know, it was 10 years ago or so, maybe not 10, but 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like this. And he said, well, I admire with Tesla or Edison. And I think he said why. And I said, okay, I let you slide. I allow you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So maybe you're French and you didn't know. It's idiotic, man. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.